this so that way we can see you need to get started on it now because it's a lot of information to do. It is going to be a lab, and it says on their lab equipment / safety student worksheet. So stick your name wherever you want to put your name on it, but there are multiple parts to this, and it's going to take us a little bit of time to get through it. So first section, it says literacy reading section. There are 4 questions that go with a particular reading. If you turn the page, I want to turn the page so I can find the reading for you. Here is the reading. I'm going to call this section number 1. Okay? I'm going to call this part right here section number 1 also. But it says number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's because there are 4 questions that goes along with this reading. Here they are. Literacy reading. I'm going to call that section number 1. Okay? I'm going to post it on D2L with all of this labeling, just in case if you get confused or you take away the staples and you're like, oh, which one went with what? But I just wanted to verbally tell you. Alrighty? So section number 1, questions, 1, 2, 3, 4. Section number 1, reading. And this is where you're going to answer your questions. Alrighty, let's keep going. It says over here, evaluation. On evaluation, it has 14 questions. Let me see if I can find those 14, and it looks like here they are. Section number 2. Section number 2, it says evaluation. There are 14 questions that go along with it. You're going to put your answers here because that makes it simpler for me to grade. But turn the page, turn the page, turn the page, pass that up, pass that up. Oh, that's an MSDS. We're going to pass that up. Here it is, evaluation, number 1 through 3. They're not really in order. Number 4 through 6. Number 7 through 10, number 11 through 14. So this whole page is section 2, and this whole page is section 2. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But again, I just wanted to make sure I went over it in class with you, just so that way you can see it to help you guide you through this. Okay, so section 2, section 2, section 2. Alrighty, let's go to section 3. Section 3 over here, it says observation. It has here, make sure that you carefully observe and analyze each illustration. This will help you provide to be accurate and detailed on the responses. So we have question number 1, question number 2, that's a little blurry, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let me come over here and double check observation station. Observation station. I don't want to mess this up for us. That says MSDS number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Observation station. Give me one more moment. It might be something that we are going to have to do in class. So I'm going to come over here and say in class. Like I said, part of this is in class, part of it you can start already. I just wanted to give you the opportunity. You know, if you don't start this weekend, no problem. We have a full week, all next week also to work on it. But the in-class section we'll have in class. I know for sure off the top of my head that this part right here, part 4, and this is part 5, I know are in class. Because I've done this year after year. This is an in-class section. Alrighty, so section number 4 and section number 5 are in class. So you'll just have to wait till you're in class Wednesday or next week on Friday. Not a problem. Oh, there's like 28,000 pages. We got to keep going. Yeah. So let's turn the page. So we're up to section number 5. Section number 6 says technology section. You can do this on your own. All of this. I gave you the websites and the questions that go along with it. Okay, so there goes the websites for section number 6 you can do on your own. But if it has to be done in class, I will write in class for you. So if I don't put in class, then you can do it on your own when you have time, like Sunday or Monday or Tuesday of next week. Alrighty, let's keep going. Section number 7. Here we are. Section number 7 is all of this. And I know this says section number 6. I'm going to put section number 7. Okay? But this is an MSDS. And your MSDS is, oh, here's another page, section number 7 still. All of this. But your MSDS is right here, hydrogen peroxide. So I'm going to put number 7, that whole page. Section number 7 is quite a bit. Okay, so here is a practice MSDS. And actually the MSDS sheets, they look different because they come from different companies. This one is only 1 page. Some of them are 2 or 3 pages. So here's section 7, and then this page is section 7. Now we're going to move on to section number 8. This was from last year. So when I came up here last night, yours says due today. That was from last year. It was not for us, but I just didn't want to waste more paper, if that makes sense. So if you want to scratch, I whited it out this morning. That's what I did. Whatever you want to do. But either way, this is going to be added since we're combining these units together. Now we are on section number 8. Section number 8. There are 4 questions that go along with this reading for section number 8. For that, this is also section number 8. It's just a little bit of directions for you. Here is the reading, section number 8. And there are questions, 4 questions that go along with it. Turn the page, there they are, section number 8. Okay, 4 questions, there they are. I'm going to go back to this page again. Well, now I need to go to section number 9. Here's section number 9. There are 15 questions. It's called Evaluation Station, 15 questions. Here it is, Matter and Change Evaluation Station. So this is going to be section number 9. It's just directions. It really just says, hey, there are some questions that you need to be able to answer. And actually, there are 15 questions. Here they are. Again, they're not in order. Please don't mess this up. This is all section number 9, this whole page. And the next page is also section number 9, this page right here. And there goes all your 15 questions for section number 9. Okay? I'm going to have to go back again, scroll it back. Because now it says organization station. We've got part 1, part 2, and part 3. Well, I know because I have this, we've done year after year, there's actually these cards, and you have to look through them, organize them, and then label them over here. So this part right here, part of it we can do. It says here, you're going to have these cards. You're going to go ahead and get these cards. They're sorted, letter 1A through D and 1 through 3, sorry. Here's a little bit more of information regarding the organization, but I just want to make sure that I let you know that this part, section number 10, is going to be in class. Again, I will put it on D2L, but you know, I just wanted to go over it with you. So section number 10 is in class. Okay, it's these little cards that you have to like organize and put in order and then put the answers. Okay, and when you do this in class, you'll be doing it by yourself. You'll absolutely have your notes with you and everything, but you'll be doing this part by yourself. Okay, so I'm going to turn the page. Now we're up to section 11. Okay, I can come over here and put, or maybe you want to also, section 10 and section 10. This is going to be helpful reading when you get those cards. Okay, but I'm going to turn the page now to section 11. This is going to be in class. Okay, in class. I have enough micropipettes this year that everybody can have their own and use their own micropipette. And so we'll talk about it next week when you come back on Wednesday about micropipetting. But here's my suggestion. I would probably read it. This part is just reading, and I added some more reading and some pictures specifically for those of us who are new to this class. Then here's the equation that's in your notes regarding density. Remember that was the memorized thing? I've memorized number. The density of water is 1. And there you go, 1. So you're going to do this part over here, but you need it in class. There are questions that go along with it. So I'm going to call this section number 11 still. Section number 11. And there's questions. Actually, the questions really go along with the reading. You can probably answer this on your own if you do the reading. You know, I don't want you to get behind, do a little here, do a little there. Next, section number 11 again. And then we're going to section number 12. Let me pause for a moment. This section right here is in class. So remember, if I don't put it in class, you should be able to do it on your own. It's just those little sections in class that I know we've got to do in class. All righty. This, again, like I said, you can do on your own. Section number 12. Section 12 you can do on your own. Section 12, let me pause for a moment just to kind of help you out. It's regarding density, and we'd have it in our notes that density has an equation of mass divided by volume. What you're going to do is you're going to find the density of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objects. So for an example, it says over here, dishwashing liquid. It doesn't tell me like which kind it is, but okay, dishwashing liquid. It says that the mass is going to be 15.45 grams and the volume is 15 milliliters because it's volume. Now I know dishwashing liquid is a liquid, but milliliters also tells me that it's a liquid. So to solve for the density, which is mass over volume, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say 15.45 grams divided by the volume of 15 milliliters. But kind of like math class, I can't cancel out my units, so I'm going to end up with my answer of grams per milliliter. Okay, put my answer over here, and I'm going to do that for all 6 sections. Okay? Section number 12. Now, section 12 continues because this, which is still part of section 12 that you can absolutely do on your own, you're going to get those 6 after you complete the math. You're going to complete the data chart here, and you're going to put them in order from the least dense to the most dense. This obviously means, hopefully, I'm going to write it in just in case, the biggest number, and this one up here is going to be the small number. You're going to go from the smallest to the largest number, but you need to do the math. Once you do the math on the previous page, you're going to put those in order. But look at this. It says the density of the liquid. So you're going to put those numbers here. The name of the liquid. Well, what do you mean by name, Miss Munson? This is what I mean. Dishwashing liquid, water, corn syrup, rubbing alcohol, vegetable oil, and glycerin. Those are the 6 liquids. Those are the names that you're going to place in this data chart. The volume. Well, where did I get the volume from? Let's go back. For an example, the volume of dishwashing liquid is 15 milliliters. The volume of water is 20 milliliters. Do you see that? Okay, so you're going to put those volumes with those liquids in a particular order from the least dense to the most dense. Now, color key. This is the color key down here. You're going to color the dishwashing liquid. Where does dishwashing liquid go? Well, I know because I've done this for years. But whenever you figure it out, let's pretend that dishwashing liquid goes here. So that means you're going to write the answer, dishwashing liquid, 15 milliliters, and then you're going to either write or you can color the square blue, whichever one you want to. Okay, you're going to follow those colors to go here. Then you're going to pretend to, quote unquote, pour the 6 liquids into the graduated cylinder. Remember the definition for density we said earlier this week is how compact a substance is, meaning the more molecules or atoms are smushed into it, the more dense it is. So for this situation, you're going to pretend to pour the 6 liquids in the graduated cylinder on the next page. You're going to arrange them in the correct sequence because the most dense liquid is going to sink to the bottom and the least dense is going to float to the top. Now you're going to also make sure that you put the correct volume. That's why you wrote the volume here. And at the end, you should have 100 milliliters exactly of liquid. You're going to come over here with your colors, and you're going to say, okay, let's say the first one is red, and it's up to 20. So you're going to color this 20 red. Then let's pretend the next one is yellow for 15. It's going to layer on top from the 20 to the 15, which would be here. Then let's pretend that the next one is 5 milliliters and it's white. Well, I will leave from here to the 40 white. And then let's pretend the next one is green for 30 milliliters. I'm going to color from the 40 to the 70 in green. So you're going to pretend to pour these 6 liquids in the most dense to the least dense and color them. You've got 2 questions over here, and this is the last part of 12. Okay? Part of it, like I said, we will do in class. Some of it you will have to do on your own. This will be on D2L, but I wanted to first talk about this, give you the directions here, and then I will post on D2L. I will have this due for us on, let me go ahead and pull up our calendar, next week. Let's go ahead and wait till Sunday the 7th at midnight. That gives us like plenty of time to turn this in, okay? So I'm going to say Unit 1 lab, which part of it you'll do here on your own, part of it you'll do in class, especially the pipetting, okay? It's going to be due on Sunday by, I'm going to put 12 a.m., midnight. So just so that way you're here in class, we went over it, I just videoed it for those of us who are absent.